will you? Thumbs, I can't get it. Alice?
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I was smoothing the dip.
Smoothing the dip? Why? After the first potato chip, who cares?
I care. We haven't seen Fred and Janet for 3 years.
What's that got to do? Honey, the fingernail. Oh, the fingernail.
I'm sorry, honey, but you're going to have to calm down.
I'm excited? I'm excited? I'm not the one who spent 7 hours cutting up the Polish dill pickles into hearts, clubs, diamonds, and spades. Not me, no siree.
No, of course, you're not excited. You're just the one who put his cigarette out in my freshly smoothed clam dip.
I'm sorry, honey. Well, I'm so excited because you're so excited and you got me excited.
Oh, right, I'm excited. Bridge hasn't been the same since they moved to California. Do you think they still play for a nickel a point?
They know we're wasting a lot of time being excited.
It's them.
Fred! Janet! Alice! Well, see ya.
Oh, stay on, come on in. Come on in. Hey, how you been, you nut?
Just groovy. And you?
Oh, about the same. Hey, nobody could say that about you.
Why? I look that different?
Are you kidding? You used to cut your hair shorter than mine. The last time we went to a barber shop together was probably the last time you went to a barber shop, period.
Oh, and how about Janet? I was going to ask you, where did you get that dress? I love it. At the bank.
The bank?
Coins?
Oh.
Oh, well, I just can't get over how much the both of you have changed.
Hey, you haven't given up playing cards, have you?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
That's why it's great to see you both. We may have changed on the outside, but inside we're the same card-playing devils.
Oh, good, because we really missed those old games. We have too.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Well, let's go. Hey, Fred, listen, I know you're a little rusty now. You want to cut down on the steaks?
No. Why spoil the fun?
Good, okay, nickel a point. Dummy serves the hors d'oeuvres. Okay, let's see if this checks out. That's 4 hearts redoubled plus an over trick, 700 for the rubber. That means we owe you $310.
That's right.
Hope you don't mind a check.
Yeah. Listen, it was a swell night. Sorry about this.
That's all right.
Bill, great to see you.
Great to see you.
Alice, great tuna casserole.
Yeah, I'll call you.
Right.
Good
Good
night.
night. Really great seeing you.
We too.
Great. It was great seeing him, wasn't it?
Great.
$310. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible.
Well, what's so impossible?
Well, let's face it, Alice. Everything that could possibly have gone right for them went right, didn't it? Listen, they got the right cards. They bid like they knew what was in each other's hands. They didn't guess one thing wrong. And anybody who deals 11 cards, all in the same suit, well, it can't all just be luck, can it?
You're not accusing him of cheating, are you?
Oh, I didn't say that.
Then what are you saying?
Well, I'm just saying that the laws of probability that have existed through the history of mankind are full of baloney, or else he cheated.
Bill, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Look, I don't want to believe that Fred cheated. But how else can you explain 3 grand slams on his deal?
I can't.
Sure you can. Of course you can. How can you can't?
But I also know he would never do anything dishonest.
Oh, I would love to believe that, Alice. But how do you know what goes through a guy's mind when he moves to California? Listen, whatever drives a guy to wear bell-bottoms could also drive him to cheat and do
Bill, if he were desperate, if he was going to cheat someone, he wouldn't do it to you. He's known you too long.
And he's known you even longer, hasn't he?
Oh, what did you mean by that?
You know what? I always felt he resented me taking you away from him.
You didn't take me away from him.
Well, he used to date you first, didn't he?
One date.
One date that lasted 7 days when you got snowbound on top of Mount Smoky.
Well, I'm telling you, nothing ever happened. All we did was sit around and play cards.
Did he cheat?
That's it, Bill. Now, that's it. If you feel that way, let's not play tomorrow. Call it off.
Are you out of your mind, Alice? That is exactly why we must play tomorrow.
Why?
To give Fred a chance to prove that he isn't cheating. And me a chance to catch him if he is.
That's 3, 4, 5, 6 that I owe you. Now, if you'll just endorse your paycheck over to me, we'll be even for the night.
I can't believe the luck we've had. It sort of seems unfair. Well, there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, fine, Bill, thanks. Well, we'll see you tomorrow then, huh?
You sure you'll be able to?
Oh, sure. Right after church. Oh, almost forgot. My pen. Alice, we'll bring the clam dip tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So nice to see you again. Good night.
Okay. Is there any doubt now?
Look, Bill, I know we lost another $400, and I know they were incredibly lucky.
Lucky.
But I didn't see any signals.
You didn't see any signals? You didn't hear any sneezing?
There was one sneeze.
Yeah, and there was one slamming clubs. Listen, if they had clubs as often as they had spades together, they would have gone through a whole box of tissues.
But one small sneeze.
And 5 coughs, 6 scratches on the nose. I don't know how many blinks.
But that can happen in any game.
Yeah, when you burp, it means gas. When they burp, it means diamond.
All right, Bill. Even if they were giving signals, that still doesn't explain how they guessed what was in our cards.
Yeah, but maybe these will.
What do you mean?
Listen, a card shop can mark a deck of cards in a couple of minutes.
How?
How are you naive? You know what I mean? How they make marks, they have foreign substances. Look at this. Here it is, Alice. Look at that.
What?
That brown mark, the corner of the 10 of hearts. Look at that. He must have had a special grease up his sleeve or something.
That's peanut butter.
That's the sneakiest thing I ever heard of. Using his sandwich to mark the cards.
He didn't have peanut butter. You did.
That's even sneakier. Using somebody else's sandwich.
Oh, Bill, no one could mark an entire deck like... Look at the other cards. Go ahead, look at them. There's no peanut butter on them.
Why are you always defending Fred?
What are you talking about? Why should I defend Fred?
I don't know unless something happened on top of Smoky Mountain that you didn't tell me
Well,
about.
I'm telling you nothing happened. And even if it did, what difference does it make now?
Huh? Something did happen, didn't it, Alice, huh?
No! I'm telling you, all we did was play cards, and I won. And you're wrong about Fred.
No, Alice, you're wrong about Fred. I haven't got it figured out now, but I know that man is cheating, and I'm going to find someone who can prove it.
Don't worry, Mr. Gorman. I've been a sheriff for 35 years and a bridge player for 40. I've seen every trick in the book. Now, this friend of yours is cheating. Oh, no.
Now, please, Mr. Coombs, don't say anything unless you're absolutely sure.
Oh, I won't.
Bill, I can't tell you how strongly I object to all of this.
Honey, I know this isn't standard procedure, but what's the difference? If they're not cheating, they've got nothing to worry about.
But all the suspicion and the mistrust.
Honey, that's already there. If I don't do this, I'll spend the rest of my life believing we were cheated. Fred! Get it! Come on in, come on in.
Hi, Janet. Hi.
You guys have got the greatest clothes.
These are just simple Fred.
Sausalito. Right.
Oh, listen, I want you to meet a neighbor of mine, Mr. Hal Coombs, Fred and Janet Luff.
Oh, hi.
How do you do?
Well,
Good-looking suit.
Russ, do we play cards?
Oh, fine. Bill, unfortunately, we had to take an earlier plane than we thought, and if you'd like to double the stakes, Janet and I thought, well, you'd really get a chance to get even.
Okay, 10 cents a point.
Fine.
You going to play pinochle?
Bridge.
Oh, I never played. You mind if I watch?
Oh, no, I don't mind. You mind if he watches?
No, I love an audience.
Good. Oh, sit down. Here, Al, why don't you sit right about here, huh? Okay. Fred, why don't you deal?
Fine.
You see all right, Hal?
Just fine, Mr. Gorman. Just fine.
I'll take that king and the rest are mine.
Wow, I have never seen anything like it.
That's 3 cents in 4 hands.
Mr. Gorman.
Well, I guess it's time for my deal.
What is it?
I think I know what they're doing.
So do I. They're losing. But I'll have a good time, have another drink, pretend you're at a picnic, will you? Okay, where were we?
It's your bid.
Okay, I'll say 1 spade.
You can't. Now, let's just open with 2 no trump.
Easy, Fred.
All right, but go ahead.
2 no trump? Nice going, honey. That's another rubber for the red hot garment.
I don't believe it. I haven't had an ace in 7 months. Browns.
That's the way luck is. The pendulum swings one way, Fred, then it swings back the other.
Sure.
How much are we down now, Fred?
I don't know, Janet. I don't know.
Oh, I'm supposed to remind you about your plane.
No, look at your memory. Never mind about the plane. We'll get a later one. I'm not leaving it until we get even. All right, whose deal is it?
Yours.
Who? Oh, yeah.
Mr. Gorman, you were right. This man is definitely cheating. He just dealt himself 4 aces.
He's obviously losing his mind.
No, I'm not. I marked those cards before you started playing so I could follow them. This man just double dealt himself 4 aces.
All right, where are they? All right, what's going on?
Maybe she's got the aces.
Now, who is
Well,
he?
they gotta be here somewhere.
Who is he?
He's the local sheriff.
Sheriff. He's off his stick.
Oh, Fred, look. I don't know what to say. You see, after that streak you had, that fantastic, incredible, unbelievable streak, I thought maybe you were...
You thought I was cheating?
Well, not exactly, but I thought it was statistically impossible for you not to be cheating.
So, you called the police?
Well, he's not here officially. He's only here because he said he knew something about card cheating.
Oh, I bet he does, after he just marked the deck.
Well, I didn't know anything about that. I swear it. Look, of course, I'll throw out everything we won today. Nothing counts. Not 1 point of the whole 9,000, okay? And, of course, you get to keep what you won.
How do I tell you this? I'm just so sick.
No, I'm sick, too. Well, good night, folks. Don't forget, it's only a game.
Fred, what can I say?
Try goodbye.
Fred,
What?
can I ask you something?
Sure, what?
Well, you know when we were winning just before, when we had that fantastic run of luck? Well, did it ever cross your mind, even for just 1 second, that we might be cheating? Well, did it?
Yeah, I guess so, for 1 second.
Mm-hmm. And Janet, how about you?
Well, there was that one time when you didn't know what to bid and Bill coughed a lot.
See, I'm not saying that we weren't much guiltier than you. But can you understand?
Yeah, I guess so. Come on, John.
I feel like dirt. How could I have done it?
How could I let you?
Oh, if I had 10 more minutes to explain to Fred, I know I could make him understand, but I'll never get the chance.
Maybe you will.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe they left something behind, so they would have an excuse to come back and make up. Well, like I do every time I go home to Mother.
Maybe you're right. I'll take a look in the other room.
Hey, I got it. I figured out what they was doing.
They weren't doing anything, Mr. Coon.
That's what I figured out. They weren't doing nothing.
Well, did they leave anything?
Nope, nothing is left. Your jewelry's gone, my wallet's gone, and the cash is gone.
Rosalie, either you marry me or I use the rope.
I won't marry you.
Okay.